Hey guys, Brad-Duct Tape-Hale here with Power Washer Simulator. We're here because of the very reason that yeah, we hit it. We hit 20 million channel views, and that's thanks to you guys. You guys help us hit 20 million channel views. 20 million and growing, actually. It hit 20 million yesterday morning, and it's like, well, it's already up 100,000 since yesterday. So you guys are just obliterating these goals. Also, if you noticed in the far right of the screen, I am now including the subscriber countdown because we are so close to 30,000. I figured I would put that in here for the streams as we TikTok away to it, to our goal that you guys are also destroying. So we are going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lovely evening, and hopefully I sound great to you all. Hello, hello. Pleasure to see you all. I'm going to go ahead and share this on a few things, and we'll get started. So a lot of this is going to be just killing time and having a simple Q&A. And it's going to just be relaxing, chillax. Now, I played this game yesterday. I've only played Power Washer Simulator for like, I just got it yesterday. I've never played it before. I played it 4 or 5 hours, and then I got like a couple game crashing bugs. So I found out as long as we don't look at the sun, because it's like their light glare reflection issue, we'll be good. So we're going to go ahead and get a few things taken care of. We'll get a few things posted, and we'll start streaming. So tonight is going to be a big Q&A experience where we're going to be doing some just chillax. We're going to be doing questions about the history of this channel, the videos of this channel, the adventures the channel has been on, and just other just random questions. I might ask questions to the audience. I might ask questions back and forth to everything else. So we're going to see. Hopefully, I have cleared out my background a little bit more. I'm still working on the lighting situation in here a little bit. So we're going to tweak that. We're also in the process of upgrading our microphone, and we are going to be upgrading our camera soon. We're going to be doing this more often because we're going to be streaming Resident Evil 4 in this format. So yeah, we want to have a proper microphone. This one's not bad, but I have to talk directly into it, and I do apologize because I know when I talk off like this and off like this, really hard to hear me. So I'm going to try my best tonight to talk directly into the microphone. I have it very fixed in this position. This is a chillax game, so I'm going to have it at my face, and I'm not going to be like, oh God, zombies everywhere. So good, because I am wiring and I need something chill. That's a good thing to hear. What are you wiring? What are you making, stranger? All right, I'm gonna get a few this posted on a few things, and then we'll start. Okay, that's clear. YouTube just emailed me again, going, "Did you know that you're streaming right now?" And I'm like, "No, YouTube. It's my imagination. It's not like I'm not staring into my equipment and recording right now." I gotta love YouTube. All right, so I misspoke the other day, and I apologize because I thought it was already out. It's going to be out this week, and it didn't dawn on me that Power Washer Simulator is made by Square Enix, so the same people who do like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and other stuff like that. So it would make sense that they ooh, icing donuts right now. What is my funny? Oh, Burb is here. Let's see, working, some chill. Icing donuts. That sounds delicious. I must thirst from the thirst jar. Give me 1 minute. I'm actually gonna having a lighting issue and I need to fix something. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get the right mock-up to where the green screen it's like you have to get the really, really nice gear that just automatically takes it up. Not quite there. Icing donuts sounds very delicious. I'm kind of in the mood to bake. All right, so it's Square Enix that owns this and made this. So it's a fun little simple game. So two game properties Square Enix has is Final Fantasy, which comes out Thursday. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. That's what kind of finally convinced me to buy this game. And apparently, there's a DLC that already came out. It came out a month ago. It is for Tomb Raider, and as you can see right here on the image, it's Croft Manor. So, I don't know how difficult this is going to be. I have just started. I think I have 3.5 hours in this game, but we're gonna have fun with this. Now, this is you just like, oh, how adventurous is Power Wash Simulator going to be? I have heard that, and I say this in the context of which it was explained to me, anyone with ADHD or anyone on the stigma that just can zone out and drone out for hours, this is the game for you. It's very Minecraft, very Zen. You can lose 5 to 6 hours to this game very easily, and I understand why, because it's relaxed, it's chill. Yeah, it's just yard working simulator, but it's fun because it's different tools. To me, I just kind of like call it this is like a mental like a scratching tickets like ultimate challenge. So we can get into it tonight. I did a little bit to where I had some cash and I had some slight upgrades. So I'm not playing with the weakest item. I don't have the strongest. I only have this. I only have the first upgrade, and I have like a couple extra nozzles. That's about it. Oh, they want us to watch Croft Manor right off the bat. This is going to be fun. The burb has arrived. A prime, let's see, I've been requested by the police, Miss Laura Croft, to commission a cleanup for the exterior of her residence. Croft Manor and has acquired your details from a mutual friend. She is soon to be hosting a charity fundraiser for artifact. Uh, we're gonna try this. I don't know if there's like a level lock on this because it's starting to look like it's telling me certain things I sure as hell do not have to use. This might be for those who've already beaten the game. If it is, we'll come back and we'll play the actual game. This could be a game that we can just use as our chillax nights. And I think Wednesday night streams might actually just be our chillax nights. Uh, as the month goes by, we're going to have to change some of our stream schedule. I'm also a cosplayer and I'm also a photographer on the side. And I also have a full time job. So I get a couple months that are kind of quiet. So that's what we're streaming right now with this. And it helped because it's just, clean up. I don't have any cosplay projects I'm working on right now. And so I have a little bit more free time. That might change as the months go by, or if I'm at a convention, I'm obviously not going to be able to stream probably the Thursday, Friday, Saturday of those weekends. And if they're close enough, I can come back and stream on the evening if I'm not tired, or I might just do a little stream. Who knows? I'm going to try and figure out a way to get more of an updated schedule out for this. We are, again, definitely streaming the rest of the 7 Days to Die. We're gonna start streaming this on Wednesdays. Just chillax, fun if you guys like it. We might lower down the amount of time we stream to maybe just a couple hours for like chillax stuff like this, and just kind of a talk and chill kind of thing. Um, I'm trying to think. There's just a few things we might arrange around. Or like, let's see. I'm sorry, a comment caught my attention. That's why I kind of paused for a moment. Um, yeah, yes, I've left Jeff home during an 8-hour shift before, and he never moved while playing this, and I could see it because I just downloaded this yesterday. Say like 9:30, 10 in the morning when I was having. I always come in my office like in the morning, like right when I wake up, because Maddie sometimes sleeps late on the weekend. So this is my quiet place. I come in and I have my caffeine, and then I usually do photo work or video work or get some stuff taken care of. But I'm just like, yeah, I'll just download this loosely, and then I think about 1 o'clock when Maddie got me my Steam card, because I don't like putting a card on my account. So Steam card's better. If they steal $20, they steal $20. I've had my account hacked a few times, and I try not to put too much on it. Um, but I'm like, yeah, she's got 1 o'clock. I put it in. I'm like, all right, I'll download this. So I kind of been in here most of the morning, and I was gonna go take a break, but I'm like, let's try it out. Let's see if because I don't want to go into this blindly. I don't want to bumblefuck around it and try and learn how to do it when you guys are just like, oh, he's not really good at it. Um, So, like, I learned how the attachments work. I learned how to this, how certain sprays work better. You have to keep on things more, like how to hunt stuff down. So I'm just like, okay, all right. 6 o'clock rolls by, and I'm like, oh God. I'm just like, oh, it's been like, no, it has not. I have to go make dinner. Then I go prep dinner and I let it marinate. We had like beef stroganoff, so I always let the meat marinate for a couple hours. Really good thing to do if you do anything like stroganoff or whatnot. But like a little soy sauce or a little teriyaki, or comes like a stock soak with it. Chop it up, and then when it's fresh, shake it around in a Rubbermaid container and put it in the fridge for a couple hours. Holds the juices in better than like a Ziploc bag, because a Ziploc bag, it kind of slumps to one side. But like Rubbermaid, every like half hour you can go in and shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Little salt, little pepper, combination of a couple other things. And so all right, I got like 2 hours before I have to go and cook this. Came back in, and I'm just like, all right, oh wow, I should have made dinner like a half hour ago. So this game is interesting. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Jeff zoned out on this. I bet you if you kept him a supply of beer and pizza Friday after work, and if he didn't have to work Saturday, he wouldn't stop playing until he has to go to work on Monday. I bet you if you kept him fed and hydrated, and he just took his bathroom breaks and napped a little bit, he'd play it all weekend. I've watched that man with Crash Bandicoot, and oof. Oh, also to those tuning on in, uh, can't really see. All right, it's not really here on my screen, but to you guys, it's like, hi, look, follow the bouncing arrow. I have added a subscriber counter because we are so close, and yeah, you guys are kind of destroying this pretty good. I haven't seen channel growth like this since 2017, but that was over 4 months. For 4 months, I think we grew like 7,000. Um, you guys are pushing 4 to 5,000 in a month. Whatever I'm doing, you guys are liking, or you guys like the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know we're here to play Power Wash Simulator, not Brad like nerd off and be like, but I put this in the bottom corner, and it's ticking by, and it has changed since the start of the stream, so it's kind of fun to look at it. But like every morning I get up and I'm just like, oh, I always check analytics, so I went to work on the next day and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, oh my, you guys really like what I do. Okay, cool. It motivates me to what I'm trying to say is it motivates me to want to work harder, because you guys like what I do. I'll do it. And I came prepared because it is still cold outside. And my lovely wife, while we were out today, we went to like a cabaret thing. Very interesting. Chairs kind of suck, but it was very interesting. It's cheap chairs. It's very creative. It's Cabaret Zaza in downtown Chicago. It's down by like the theater district. Um, why has no one liked the damn stream? Misty has a good point. You guys need to go smash that like button right now. Smash that like button. Once I see that it's been smashed 10 times, I'll pull out Tiny Box 10. I have both of them right to the right of me. Okay, Power Wash Simulator. We are going to try and clean Miss Croft's manor. What one of us 13-year-olds that grew up with the original Tomb Raider hasn't phrased that once incorrectly? We're going to turn down the volume tonight a little bit. Okay. I know it's going to sound weird, but these are sound canceling headphones. They're really new to me. I just got them this week. I put them on and I'm like, man, why does my headset, and that's why the stream was 10 minutes late. I kept messing with the settings and I'm like, it doesn't sound right. It just dawned on me. I have been listening in sound-free mode all week. I turned it off. I was actually hearing the actual sounds around me and I go, oh, all right, it's just me. Never mind. Okay, so what is this? Just like, oh God. Well, what nozzle do we have right now? Oh, it provided me with them. Okay. There's a tri-barrel one. I kind of want that. If I get it, I'm going to call it the, I can't call it the Hydra. No, we called that Dante. Don't mind a YouTuber going crazy. Actually, I have to double check and make sure so I'm not blowing your guys' eardrums and it's not just me. Was that too loud? Because if so, I could fix that. Is that better? It was not like this yesterday, and I had to put a few updates through it. When I found out there was crash issues, I was updating some drivers and fixing a few things. That was me. I do apologize. Sorry. It's kind of like, hey, Brad's really close to 30,000 subscribers. You think he'd learn how to do tech? And I'm like, what? No, I have ADHD. I'm doing like 30 things at once. Good luck if I'm getting this running correctly. Damn it, Brad, you scared Nico. Why is it I can just see a car somewhere in the middle of St. Louis just go, almost hit like 3 pedestrians? What happened? I don't know. Brad was loud on the speaker. What happened? Sploosh. All right, we're going to continue campaign. All right, tonight we're going to... Must be everything we need to begin work. I'm sure you're finished with your tea and biscuits as soon as I escape our minor prudence. Nothing to worry about, by the way. So the joy about this stream, you know what? I don't even know why I need to actually have like water volume options. Because I can't hear myself over it. Ambient tone will change a little bit. I mean, I could make the speaker to explode. I won't. That's mean. Anything we could buy? Is there any like special Laura Croft outfits? You know, I kind of want to cosplay Power Wash Simulator at Colossal. So much better. So much better. But yeah, no, this stream is going to be a Q&A. Well, I mean, I guess you could phrase it as an ask me anything, something like that. But, you know, it's going to be a lovely little Q&A. I'm not in any particular speed to clean this too quick. I find it very therapeutic. Not like Theraflu, but it is therapeutic. Hi. I have to come in and clean after every time Laura fights the slime monster, apparently. You're a Croft, you're a millionaire. You should afford this little thing called a butler. Or lawn keeping, I guess. Oh, yeah, we're going to clean that up. A lot better. That's why I turned up the ambience. So we can listen to all the birds being like, hey, mate with me. I found a worm. I'm definitely not falling right now. Yeah. Yeah, we're just scrubbing that. If Markiplier can do this and entertain millions, I can entertain a few alcoholics. Secret is I'm one too. Actually, no. I'm a very proud. College was interesting. But needless to, why do I feel like this mod is just like they cranked it out a little bit? It feels, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like Power Wash Simulator is like Game of the Year graphics, but the other one's models felt a little bit more polished, or maybe it's just the texture I'm not used to. We're just cleaning. We're just cleaning the wall, Miss Croft. Maybe a stray bullet's gonna come by and get us, but my oh my, we're gonna clean it good. Would make sense. I'm Irish. She's British. An Irishman doing the yard work for a British rich lady. Huh, never happened in history ever. Am I going to get a ladder, or am I going to have to use, like, the power extender? I think I'll have to use, like, the power extender. We're going to use... You mean I get to use what a full unlock is like? I haven't tried this yet. Oh, my. What is my favorite Tomb Raider game? What was it? He's locked in the freezer. College. Oh, yeah, fuck college. I phoned in half my classes and pulled a, yeah, IB, A average. I completely never studied for my composition class. Like, I didn't read my book at all. It was just, I just went to class. And I walked out with an A+ in that because I can talk myself out of most trash bags. Anyone who knows me knows exactly what I'm talking about. Even my own wife, who is a moderator in here, can confirm. All right, I'm just gonna be like, we're gonna clean your house, Miss Croft. But keep finding bullet casings out here. Do we need to alert the Bobby or no? No? That's an envelope in your hand, ma'am, with $20,000 in it. Yes, ma'am. We'll clean it up good. What? You're getting my kids' Bulls tickets? Oh. You know what? I like you a little bit more. That's not me confirming that I would condone witnessing that for Bulls tickets. They're not good anymore. If I got to go see like a 90s game Michael Jordan, I'm like, I didn't see no bullet casings. What happened? I'm front row. I say that in jest. Or do I? I don't know. We'll find out. Is that here stroking my like super soaker on stream? Nat 20 on charisma. Tomb Raider game. I don't know. I have nostalgia for OG Lara Croft before they rebooted her. I was the generation that grew up with her, so you can understand why. She was like one of my first video game crushes. I'll admit it, every guy had one. You can't, in this day and age, you can't throw a stone without having someone who's played video games at least, like, you could go down a list of like hot girls from video games. And even guys who won't openly admit it right off the bat be like, you know what? Yeah, nah, she's hot. You'll get that. You'll get that. We were raised on a generation like how you had your romance novels and your HBO in the 80s. That was ours. That was our experience to the culture of like like no different than seeing stuff in movies, like having a crush on a movie character. I mean, all our parents' generation, all that's all they did. That was all their thing. Moms in the 80s with Patrick Swayze, what do you expect? But there's a wide variety of stuff. Laura Croft was mine. And it was really cool because in the 90s, when they first started advertising all of them, they would have physical models because the game sprites look really bad. But they would have physical models that they take photos that would look like the character. And it just, you're like, whoa, that's kind of hot. I'll play that game. And then you come to find out it's kind of jank, but it got your attention. And you're like, you know what? All right. I'll play it. And then you start finding out you get like the first one. There we go. Because you like freaking fight a T-Rex, and like the game was hard as ever to figure out what to do. Once you knew what to do, you're like, oh, okay, this is stupid. Why didn't I figure this out? But you've already sunk 30 hours into it, so you're like, all right. I suppose I'll keep playing you. You'll get better in 30 years, right? Right? I don't know. We'll find out. I do like that we got the resurgence of Tomb Raider that helped bring like the movies. And we were literally having a conversation earlier today about people say like, what was it? It was like 2017, 2018 Tomb Raider film. Was it faithful? Wasn't adapted? I'm like, first off, the original Tomb Raider film we got with Jolie, I couldn't have cared what the plot was or less. That wasn't the audience they were selling to. This one, it was really kind of cool because old school Lara Croft fans could go to it and be like, you know what? That's a cool adaptation of her. It was just you got like the video game like loyalists who's like, it's not 1v1. And I know I have said with Resident Evil, there's a few things that set me off on stuff like that. But I sat down and said, you know what, let's take a look at it. It might not be the exact plot, but at least they weren't flying unicorn nunning stuff in. Hey, I enjoyed it. I'm a fan of both. It was just, I don't know. I'm just ranting. And I might actually want to look at chat. Getting food, then I'm going to be home. Like you said earlier about my screenshot. Yeah, no, sex sells. Sex definitely does sell. Oh, that look, the 90s games, 90s fighters games. Show me a 90s fighting game that wasn't marketed with sex. You're going to find very few. Even like goofy, doofy stuff like Clay Fighter would be like raunchy with their things because that was the thing in the 90s. He was raunchy and it wasn't something you were supposed to see. And you're like, I want to play that game. It's cool. It'd always have a dark background. It'd always just be sitting there going like, coming soon, fall of 93, Mortal Kombat. And it'd just be like a hand holding a controller. Like, like martial art fight hand just sitting there. And then it had like a little tiny like icon in the bottom right. And it just showed a little bit like the faces of the characters. That's all it showed. It showed the Mortal Kombat dragon in the center. And you're just like, oh, I want to play that game. Nowadays, you've got like movie commercials that are better than most movies we watched in the 90s, selling us something that's only 30% finished. Like, it's just a panel of a mountain. It's like, coming fall 2032. Elder Scrolls 6 Platinum USB Edition HBO Max 2. Skyrim re-release edition on the Nintendo Switch Wii U Skyrim Steam Deck. Coming Febtober. I don't know. By then, we'll have month appropriate terms. I don't know. I don't say that as any insult on either end. I'm just saying is that common syntax and grammar is changing so much at the whim of a wind. You're just like, I hate learning new words. I don't like being old. Just keep it easy, guys. We did it for like 20 years at a time and just made something uncool afterwards. Then a generation goes, all right, here's the new thing for 20 years. Now it's like, what? I can't say that word now? That was invented last week. Well, the internet, I know. Someone makes a sandwich the wrong way and people get mad. Oh God. Uh oh, that's a fucking Pandora's box. No YouTuber should ever go down. It's just the general sense, just so like, I'm hip, I'm okay. Just it's don't make it any harder for the rest of us. We're trying to figure out life as we go. We don't need a pop quiz. That can be attributed to a lot of stuff. General consensus of life. Yep. Yeah, it's third up there. Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. Like it's Friday night. We're hanging out with all our 10-year-old friends. Mom gave me $10 to the video store. Guys, we're watching Jackie Chan, Operation Condor. What about First Strike? What about this one? Well, that's good because it's 3 for $1 Fridays. God, I miss nights like that. All of us would have like $10, so we would all pitch in. We'd pitch in like $5 each, and we'd get like two pizzas. Um, my friend had like an N64, and he had like a PlayStation. And we'd go over, and it would just be us three, and we'd stay up late at night. And then we'd watch movies downstairs. We'd eat, and then we'd go play like GoldenEye or a bunch of other stuff. They'd play Mario. I'd watch. I like Mario. I just never liked playing it much. It's just to me, it's fun to watch. Um, I remember when the Sega Dreamcast came out. That was fun. But those were like Friday night fun hangouts. Oh yeah. Original Lara Croft. Let's see. Um, Pop quizzes in general. Oh yeah, I hate. Jackie Chan Kung Fu Master. No, I have seen that game. Sammy and Maddie does it. Oh, yeah, it's City Master. City Master. Uh, that is a funny movie to watch. It's City Master's based off of a manga. That pathetic. I think I'm gonna clean with that little ladder. No. Okay, let's take this mode off. Come on, let me pick you up. There we go. Just Albert West Coast spends his weekends cleaning this. No, I can't even hit it. Give me one sec. This has been requested by. Whoa, ooh. Something tells me I've got stick drift with my old 360 controller, and I don't want to admit it because all the new ones are like crap. They're light and they're eh. I was lucky enough I got an old school one, so I might want to use shops and shops first to see if I can find one there. They're solid. The response on them is great. So yeah, no, I just you get a little picky. Uh, yeah, no, guys, any which time you want to, go ahead and ask me questions, and I will answer them as I'm able. I'm just gonna sit here and just very relaxing, chill. Just actually, we're gonna switch to a mid-size because I'm not getting a good clean radius on this. There we go. I'm like, what am I doing wrong with this? What am I doing wrong with my life? Right. Just to clean it away. Swinging the chain. Mm. Yes. Yes. We will clean you. Clean you good. DLCs are, well, yeah, because I bought the soundtrack and the DLCs came through with the game, I think. I don't know. I read it yesterday. Brain no work. I can't remember. I'll take a look a little bit later. Yeah, I've got it on Steam right now. Wait. No, I'm actually at height. Wow. Prof, your place is filthy. How do you live with yourself? Oh, that's right. You're multi-billionaire. Never mind. Why can I just imagine, like, some British pub, someone's getting ready to go have the stones to ask Laura out, and some just big burly dude, like 3 times her size, goes, no, no, you do not want that one. Why? You're too weak. What do you mean I'm too weak? Don't find out. Why was I always the one that just got the feel that she just beat the shit out of big British dudes just to get some stress off? Not like in a masochistic kind of way, just going like, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and I'm better at this than you are. I do like that the Angelina Jolie one showed the fact that she was like, well, it's not, I think it's what, British SAS? She was like, basically like a British SEAL. So I'm just going like, well, it explains how she has all that knowledge and she does that. She's very athletic. She has her gymnast career, academic. Her parents did the stuff. So it's like, all right, it's feasible. It's just girl Indiana Jones. That's all what it was. And I'm not saying that to shallow Laura. Laura was a really good creation and like, you know, a huge wave in the 90s of female badasses. Like Laura Croft, it was just like, I was always like, I never, you look at Laura and you're like, that's a girl who could kick some ass. And it's really cool to watch it. I mean, you fight dinosaurs. I mean, what's not fun about fighting dinosaurs? You guys play Ark. I feel like I'm just like the kid going like, no. Well, I have a feeling that there is probably many households that have had the phrase of, who pooped in the kitchen? There's definitely a house that looks like someone pooped all over the house. I get smeared all over the walls here, honestly. I know it's moss, but this is baby food for sure. Oh, Dino Crisis is wonderful. I have it on my Steam Deck, so when you guys come up for ASIN, I'll have it in the room. We'll play Dino Crisis in the room. I mean, I've got like, I like it. Okay, this is going to be a rant of me shitting on Nintendo. I'll just say this. Nintendo is such arrogant asses about their properties. And you don't have to be on the internet to know it. It has almost bit them in the ass several times to where like Nintendo would not exist because of some really piss poor decisions. Did you know that because Nintendo was so arrogant, PlayStation was developed? They commissioned Sony to make what was supposed to be the Nintendo disk drive when the war was going through with like Sega CD and all the other stuff. And they were so insultingly rude with Sony. Like Nintendo's like, all right, they were writing out so much of their shit didn't stink. They were just like, we're such a big brand right now. You should just be doing this because it's us, and then people will know that you work with us. And they wanted like, I think it's like 70% control of everything, and Sony barely got a pittance for it. And Sony goes, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna go make our own. And Nintendo's like, I mean, like, was like, yeah, good luck. And yeah, I don't think I have to say the results, but it's been bit. I mean, Sega almost killed Nintendo. There was a, I can't remember the name of the YouTuber, but there's a YouTuber on here. If you look up for like video game history or um, it comes up. It's like one of the bigger ones you could find on there. But he talks about the history. It's like the history of Nintendo, and I think he does like the history of Sega and like a history of a couple other things. He talks about how the company started, and it's like a hour and a half long video. But it's well worth watching. It's all accurate. It's the dude basically went and compiled a massive info dump on Nintendo, and it showed how Nintendo bit itself in the ass and got Sega to dominate it for the early 90s because they were very greedy. A lot of NES games were black marketed. So to prevent it, Nintendo went and made authentication chips. So you'll have official Nintendo games and you'll have bootlegs. And you can find them. Well, during the 90s or late 80s, early 90s, when SNES came out, those kind of chips were, I think there was like a shortage or something, kind of like what we've been dealing with this last year, where they literally had a mere pittance of what they were supposed to have. So they had to be really picky with it. And basically, Nintendo goes, well, we're number one right now. Um, you're going to have to basically beg us for these because we only have so much to give out. And because of some of that stuff, caused issues that I think helped develop Metal Gear Solid to be this day. But I won't spoil that. It's really informatic. And then a lot of people decided we're not going to work with Nintendo because they're being dicks about it. And went and made games for the Sega Genesis. And that's part of the reason why we had such a wonderful game library on the Sega. It was supposed to be on the Nintendo. And they kind of put a foot in their mouths. My wife is right behind me and she's trying to hand me something. I really hope it's not ice cream because I can't play games when you hand me ice cream. I mean, scotch, I could play games if you hand me scotch. Oh, I don't eat dinner right now, but okay, I guess I have dinner. All right, never mind. I guess we'll just be doing a straight Q&A because my wife brought me dinner. I thought that was yours. All right, fair enough. Oh, Nintendo's such an arrogant prick about the whole like, oh, if you're streaming a Nintendo game, you have to suck our dick just to stream it, and then we'll give you 30% of the revenue. Because I mean, it's they think they are gods, and I'm like, if you look at stats over the years, Nintendo has risen every once in a while, and the only reason it's alive, and you all damn well know it, the only reason it's alive is because of nostalgia. They put out three or four subpar games, and because of nostalgia, crank out a bunch of C-level stuff, and we're like, oh, it's really good, we eat it up. And a small one or two games get in there that everyone likes, and Nintendo goes, yes, we're really good. PlayStation's all like, we're a little bit better than that. Xbox is like, hey, I'll buy your game. You want to publish on Xbox? I'll buy your game too. I mean, $40, I'll buy your game. Sir, we have like millions of games. Yeah, a lot of them aren't very good, but they're free. So I hate it because the gaming market, I do not like the last past 10 years of gaming market because it's like Steam's gotten a little bit better. Then everything else is just like, hey, who wants to drink the most beers? Won't that ruin the service? Nah. Oh God. It's like Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo sat in a room and slammed 30 beers each. Yeah, that sounds like the service online for half these things. What happened? Well, we tuned into a Power Wash simulator and he sounds like a Joe Rogan podcast for video games. No, no. God, I'll probably get demonetized just for saying his name. Sorry, algorithm. Oh, I mean, yeah, like a lot of the games now, it's like, I like Nintendo goes, yeah, the whole point of this rant, I forgot about this. The whole point of this rant is like, oh, peasants, here's 40 Game Boy games we could have easily emulated onto anything that we've ever done, but we always make the excuse we can't. And you have to rebuy everything. I'm sitting over here with a Steam Deck. Um, my Steam Deck, I have the Ultimate Edition one, like the one with the built-in screen protector thing. Uh, has every Nintendo game, Super Nintendo game, Nintendo 64 game. It has every Sega Genesis game, Sega Game Gear game. Um, I have some Dreamcast games on there. I have some PlayStation games on there. I have all Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color, in every language. Because I have some computer programming friends that are like, when I got my Steam Deck, they're like, hey, can I update some drivers and stuff? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'll give it back to you tomorrow. And I look at him, I'm like, you are a god. And he goes, it's just a glorified Raspberry Pi. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And so we're like, Nintendo goes, oh, like he has 40. I'm like, sorry, I'm too busy playing. Literally, when I saw the commercial, I'm just like, I am too busy playing. Just sitting with my Steam Deck in my hand, which is great. The Steam Deck is what the Switch should have been. Um, I have everything on it. Like I take it to cons and I can just pop it right on the TV and play anything on my Steam. Like 2/3 of what's on my Steam library. Some of those Steam games, the control scheme doesn't quite match with it, but the versatility of transporting games I can play around, I can toss anything off my Steam account onto it. I can emulate everything else on it. I mean, for my wife's 30th birthday, I plugged it in, and they played games for hours. On like probably half the party room went and played the N64 emulator because it's a bunch of '90s kids that were at the party, and they're like, "The N64 is on here." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they pull it up, and they're like, "Oh my god." Yeah, I want to get the GameCube. Unmentioned is working on getting me some stuff. I have Japanese Code Veronica on my Dreamcast emulator. Japanese Code Veronica, not Code Veronica X. I have Japanese Code Veronica. I also have Japanese Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, oh, and Resident Evil 1. I have Dino Crisis. Oh, I have Dino Crisis. I have games that were never publicly released. I have the McDonald's version of Majora's Mask that lets you level hop. Oh yeah. Snow Canary, my moderator, her husband, Jeff, blew his mind. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's like, it's Majora's Mask. It's fine. I've seen it before. It's like, I haven't. And then, like, it starts and he goes, oh, oh, it is like McDonald's. Yeah, like, if you buy the physical cartridge for it, it's $8,000. And I don't doubt it. Fuck the Paul brothers. They've ruined Nerd Market. Everyone else would sell or trade stuff at reasonable rates, and they're like, it's so cool to jack everything up 400%. And everyone's like, okay. And all the collectors are like, why? You're a dick, Logan Paul. Oh my God, I'm waiting for the news report to come through. What did he say? I never wish ill will, but I will not be surprised down the road there'll be some tabloid he shot off to the wrong mouth. And a lot of those YouTubers do all that PR stunt for just attention. Bad news, bad attention is still attention. And it's just like, fucking really. Power Rangers merch, though, I do love this. I have not publicly released certain photos of how much of my Power Ranger collection I have. And I probably won't until we get a home. Eddie and I are in the process of looking for a home. And if we get a home, it will be a sizable one. Because this is, like, if this is going to be the home we're going to have for 40 years, it's going to fit a family or our collection. And my idea, what I want to do for our basement is going to be locked away from the cats. I'm going to have a strict, like, display room. And, I was reading through the comments. I want to have a display room of 6 mannequins with 6 power. Do it. It's just a matter of I'll just do pieces over time. I want to put up all my nerd collection. I mean, I've got a Captain America shield signed by most of the Marvel cast. I've got a Dragon Ball wall scroll that is signed by pretty much 95% of anyone who has ever voiced Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, GT, video games, cross US, EU, except for the Japanese cast. I have 95% of everyone, and I'm only missing like a small handful of. I mean, I've got like, oh my god, I mentioned it to. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the actor's name. Um, he's the guy who voices one of the Venture Brothers. He's the voice of Dark Magician, but he was like he did like a prominent character in one of the movies. Michael Sinterniklaas. We took it to him to get him to sign. Hell, even Aaron Dismuke signed it. Matthew Mercer signed it. Laura Bailey signed it. Oh yeah, because she was Kid Trunks. I have most of Critical Role on that poster because they were all Dragon Ball characters. Most of them, look them up. Um, I mentioned it to Michael Simpson in class that I had it, and he goes, "No fucking way!" And he's looking over it, and he goes, "Yeah, that's. Do you have this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right there." And then he's looking over there, and he's just like, "Oh my god, I can I take a photo of this?" I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just want to take a photo. This is really cool." And I was like, "We were gonna do like a photo together." And he goes, "Just give me one moment. Give me one moment." So I'm rolling my stuff, and he's like, "Oh, here, let's just spread it on out." And he pulls it on, and he's on video chat, and he's just like, "Hey, there's this." We were at it was OhioCon. It was the middle of January. It was cold. We were in the massive con center over there. It was the same weekend Bill Farmer was there. Who's the voice of Goofy? And he goes, "Hey, there's this kid here that has a wall scroll," and he's like, "Here, take a look." And he's showing it. He goes, "Oh, that's really cool. Whoa, that's a lot." And he goes, "Yeah." And it says, "I've seen you sign it." But yeah, see, and he panned out, and he goes, Dude, it's almost full." And he goes, "Oh, that's really cool." And he pans it towards me, and he says, "Well, explain it." And I'm like, "I've been working on this 3 or 4 years." And he turns it around and goes, "Cool, Sean likes it." So I didn't realize for about a minute I was talking to the voice of Goku, who Michael Center Niklas was like, "Yeah, this is cool. Let's call it Goku." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He got a chuckle out of it because it's really cool. So one year I would like to go to CommandCon to finish it up. I want to mount that in our future home, but I just like any house we have. I want a large basement. I want to have an actual studio because I do photography and whatnot, and my wife and I do cosplay. Studio space is great for photo work because then it opens up to a wide variety of projects. Projects we don't have space for, but my Ranger collection here in my office could go down to that collection room because the Ranger collection uh, spans is about almost. It's one solid room right now, and it's spread over another 2 rooms. Um, we had a maintenance individual that was in here fixing something in the apartment the other night, and he was like, he walked in and he goes, "Oh my god, this is the coolest fucking place I've ever seen." And I'm like, "Thanks." He goes, "My 9-year-old son would love this." I'm like, "He's more than welcome to come take a look at it." This is one of the guys that works here. We've known him for years, and it's like, you know, your kid can come and take a look at this. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find some Power Ranger and Star Wars merch. I think I have some extras. Then I'm gonna give to his kid and be like, "Here you go. Oops. I hope he'll have fun with it." I kind of want to get his kid one of those little dual lightsabers, just to see his eyes light up, just being like, "Go have fun, kid." Because it's like I grew up a poor kid. Like we were, like Salvation Army was a good shop. Rescue Mission, garage sales was pretty much where I found all my toys growing up. So they got me to be like a price shopper on stuff. But I'm just like, I have this bad habit with my nieces and nephews that I want to be that uncle that's all like, "I feel you, kid. Oops, here's that $20 toy. Don't tell your mom." I do it sometimes to piss my little sister off. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. It's not like I'm not going to walk in with like a human-sized Mickey Mouse plush. My sister has forbade those, and I still like it when she talks to me during the holidays. But I mean, yeah, no, I didn't. It didn't dawn on me. My office is technically classified as a Power Rangers museum, and I have showpieces. I have actual stuff from the show. I have actual stuff from the actors. I have full collections of certain things. Um, but yeah, no, I would not be against opening up a Power Rangers museum. I think that would be really cool. Say in the future, Matt, my wife and I have the money to do something like that, or if we can utilize one of the company's rental spaces, um, I would like to do that, even if for just my own storage. And my wife has a bunch of actual. Okay, you want to know the funny thing? You want to know the funny thing about this? I am literally sitting to the right of me. Who in here has watched Power Rangers Turbo? Okay. Cat, the Pink Ranger, when her and Tommy go into the jungle to find Laragon, they're wearing these turbo backpacks because accessories for toys. Okay. We have cats from the movie, and it's literally sitting here to my right. I'm going to very carefully pull it out because it's on a shelf that some of my Zord sets are on. But uh, give me a moment. I'm going to carefully pull it out. I apologize. I'm going to move the mic so I'm not like booming the mic with it. It's just a hiking pack that they put a uh, vinyl rubber casing over it. That's all what it is. It's like it's hardened foam latex and with the hardened rubber casing, and it's cracking a little bit. The paint's good at that, so I'm gonna try and see if I can put like some protective sealer on it to or last. I mean, I know it's not gonna last forever, but we'll keep it in best condition we can. We've got like an actual morpher. There's a guy I might be talking to online that has an OG David Yost screen used morpher. Now, when they made morphers on the show, they made like 20 to 30 of them because they broke a lot. A lot of them just got out in the market. So, but yeah, no, this is the backpack from Power Rangers Turbo. This is Cat's backpack. And our goal with it is when Catherine Hillard is in an area around here, we're gonna go try and see her. We've met her. We met her at Paramorphicon. The problem was we had no proper way to transport it without fear of it getting lost or destroyed. Because it is a one of a kind. We're kind of keeping it close to home. She does come around the area, and there's a. Sorry, my microphone needs speed. All right, let me try that again. Long story short, we want to try and show this to Kat at a con that's near Chicago. Long story short, we've met her before. We just didn't want to transport it out to Paramorphicon on the fear of it being destroyed, lost, or damaged. It's a one of a kind. We're in the process of trying to get some others. Actually, in a few weeks, I should be getting my hands on 3 actual use old scripts from the set. So these won't be reprints. These will be like legit actor scripts. So we got a friend that's worked in the industry stuff and whatnot, and we got some fun stuff showing up for the channel. If I have the coin for it, I'll get it. I mean, heck, to anyone who's ever watched the show Lucifer, I have a shelf to the right of me full of probably about 5 to 10 screen used items that you could easily spot on set. The Masquerade episode that him and Detective did, I have masks from that, which you can see on set. I have stuff used with them. So, oh yeah. My moderator, as a gift for her birthday and Christmas, has one of the Dr. Linda badges. So, yeah. I mean, it's her husband gave her. It's okay. I handed it to him in front of her and I go, here, this is your get out of jail free card with your wife. Use it wisely. Interesting. I mean, like, uh, again, that's how collections start. That's how a lot of Star Wars collections started. Honestly, probably in the next 10 years, maybe I'd have the, because there's like a couple locations of stuff. Like, if I have the money to just go simply buy it, I will. There's one out in California. It's one of the Time Force bikes I'd like to buy down the road. There's a couple full-size Ranger statues floating around I'd like to buy if I have space. Again, we also want to have children, so I can't just make it like a total 100% rocking nerd cave. We got to think of future children and whatnot, which we will get into this too. They will love this. Yes, we do have a script for you too. Oh yeah, my moderator really likes the show Lucifer. I actually have an autograph from Tom up there. Um, yeah, let's just say it pays to do conventions. You just talk to everyone. You make some really cool friends. I've made some really fun industry friends. That will just talk your ears off for hours. That you'll just like they'll nerd with you, and they do this, and it helps out because if you ever want to staff at cons, if you ever want to work panels at cons, if you ever want to try to be a guest, You guys think when you go to conventions that those guests are pumping that 100% of the time? There's people to get them all around, people to help them out there. There's people that run it behind the business. There's people that do it at night. You got staff that you don't even realize floating around you doing stuff. I did one of my favorite ones I did was one of the easiest to, well, yes and no. It was a lot of work, but it was easy work. I was co-head photographer for Anime Iowa, and I did that for like 4 years. And they even offered me the director's head, and I'm just like, no. You always seem to fire the director head because you don't like to realize we're giving you reasonable demands for staff, and you're like, we're old. Cameras are digital. That's weird. We need photos for the page. Who's going to do them? We don't want to give out free badges. Well, they ended up coming up with a good set of rules that if you don't turn in your stuff, you get blacklisted. The problem was they didn't pay attention to anything, and they just blacklisted you, no issue. So, like, if they didn't get a file go through, long story short, they're not fun to work with after 4 or 5 years, and it's like a lot of people drop from them. But I went and did photography for like every event. So, like Eddie Bono does that for like AmKing and Cosplay Coalition. They set up like photo booths, and then you just do stuff. So I would run the photo booth during the masquerade. I would run photos during set panels, and there'd be like 5 to 10 of us that would run around. So we'd take dibs on stuff. I got to pick second next to the director. She was fun to work with. Um, but I'd be editing like probably 8 to 10,000 photos after that, and putting them in the groups and Google Dropboxing them and whatnot. But it gave me a badge that was better than any other guest I've ever had there. Guests have guest badges. I had an all access pass, which meant I got to go anywhere because I had to make the argument. I says, you know what? And because with the first year they tried doing that, they're like, it was like, oh, photographer, yeah, we really don't let you in here. And so the next year I made the argument because I was one of 5 that actually turned their photos in out of 30. So you can understand why they had the issue. Uh, the director's just like, you know what? That's a really good idea because I says they don't pay attention to our shirts. Not we're sitting with staff shirts and I'm like, I don't know. This is we need a badge. We need a big flashy badge that says all access pass. And like management's like, yeah, it's fine. So like they made them, and then they're like, oh, that was the year one Steve Bloom was the head guest of Anime Iowa. His line is always atrocious. That badge was fun because I could run up there, and there was like a line all the way down, all the way around the hall, all the way around the hotel. Hotel was like horseshoe shaped, and it was out and like mixed with this nature preserve in the back with a little lake, like metal catwalk. It was amazing for photos because if it was just hot enough and then cold enough at night, you got fog off of it. So it was really good for spooky stuff. Um, but we went through, and his line was just wrapped all around, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Steve Bloom line." And I'm like, man, it would be such a shame if I had this line just so long. Oh, be a shame if someone pulled out a staff badge. Gotta go in, guys. Gotta go take photos of the autographs. Okay, sir, let them on in. And then you could just see daggers to that whole aisle. I'm just like, oh, photo, photo, photo. All right, I'm going in. They're like, motherfucker. And I'm like, I got to go. I could be right on stage with the DJs. I could be in the audience taking photos. I could be walking around doing all the cosplay stuff. I did a lot of the cosplay shoots. I mean, I ran ragged. The only time, I mean, I'd be up at 6 taking photos, and I'd be down at probably 1 in the morning, and I had time to sleep, hop on some batteries, come out, switch out. You'd have like 4. You'd run through the whole day, and you'd run your double rig, and but it was fun, and I had fun with it. So I know this has gotten a little bit off this. Let's see. Yeah, we all met at conventions. That's the fun part about it. Most of the people I know are good personal friends. We met at conventions. I met your ex-fiance when he did Nemesis, and I'm just like looking at this going like, huh, that's a big motherfucker. I mean, he's smaller than me because it really dawned on me that, I mean, he was still a big dude, but he had like foam padding on his costume. He did the Nemesis. He was like one of like 4 or 5 guys that cosplayed Nemesis in the mid 2000s. And it was cool. It was decently done. It was like you could tell he put some money into it. But the dude had like fucking platforms on it. And I'm like, oh, that's cheating. How about some pound kick? Marry a wife who knows she can't cook, but she can at least reheat you a decent dinner. Oh, we all know I married Maddie for the adorableness. She has the most innocent smile I've seen on someone in a long while. She's cute to it. She's cute to a T. But in a crisis, I'm the one yanking her shirt like, this is no bad. It's cute because she always does like the little coveralls. She has like a pair of like jean short like coveralls that she always kind of usually wears to the side. And it's like right when Pokemon Go started, and we were at Youmacon, and it's in Detroit, and there's a big old strip that goes right through downtown that you have to cross to go to the con center. And she just walked right into traffic right when a car's coming. I had to go yank her back, and she goes, "What's that for?" And I'm like, "The car." And she goes, "Oh yeah, there is one. That's my wife. I just want to let you know." You know that meme that comes through where people are like, "The big, oh, you are the small. I must protect the small." And she's coming in here, messing with my lighting. You trying to get some attention?
A little.
I'm not sure what's worse, my wife or a cat. They're both moody. They sleep at weird hours.
Ow.
They give me claw marks in weird ways that aren't kinky.
Ow.
They're very fussy.
Ow.
They both piddle on the floor. Okay, maybe that one's a lie. She's just right behind me. Leave the light alone. It's fine. And you'll have plenty of time to cuddle in like 80, not 80, 100 minutes. Ah. Yep, still love her to death. All right. You know what? I know this has turned into a very fun Q&A. I might actually want to play some Power Washer Simulator for a second. Otherwise, this place ain't gonna get clean, and Miss Crop's gonna be very angry. Bullet casings are telling me I should speed up, but first I'm gonna get a few bites. Speed round. First question answered. Good to put a penalty on another chat. Whoever asks the first question gets to tell me what animal to draw onto the side of the wall. If you ever cook sirloin on a budget, to anyone who cooks out there, and I get it, food is expensive. I'm the one who shops. Believe me, I get it. Food is expensive. But if you get a fattier piece of sirloin, if you take the time to cut it and just leave enough in there for flavor, and you chop it down to little cubes and you just cook it to pinkness after a little bit of a marinade, and you let it soak. You let it soak in that. It is so tender. It's tender on a budget. And then get a $12 meat hammer. Get a towel and get a wood cutting board. That way it won't jerk around. Or get like one of those rubber ones and just go to town on it. It does, don't beat it too much, but if it frees it up, and I'm just like, yeah, there's no way this will enhance the flavor. A little salt, pepper, a little marinade, cook it on low, just to get that sear. I know I sound like every other food TikToker, like, well, this weekend we're gonna make a better hamburger than a quarter pounder with cheese. I got $90,000 Japanese Wagyu beef that, of course, anyone can find on the street. Here's this $10,000 sushi chef chopping this lethal wasabi to put it on here. Yes, any one of you can make this. Like you're on TikTok, you're like, what? Who who has the idea to just go, wow, I want to do this now? It's like people who put gold leaf on burger. Why? Who hurt you? Like, seriously, you just woke up and go, wow, I want to waste money. I don't want to be like poor person waste money. I want to do like rich, stupid people waste money. This is like, oh my. Sometimes you look at your generation and be like, stop being stupid. You're making us look bad. What I meant to say with that long rant was, oh, that's some good steak. That's some good poor man's steak. Everyone's eating a shoe. They're not good. I don't physically mean a shoe. Everyone's eating an overdone steak. Because you just eat it out of the principle of I'm not wasting it. If it ain't charcoal, I'll eat it. You could add water and re-moisten up a steak, but it kind of kills some of it. It tastes a little bit better than a dry steak, but you get what I mean. Very therapeutic. Very relaxing. Very just chill vibe. When like, you know what? Cool stuff happens here. Imagine just the insurance policy she would have to have on her house for having all those artifacts. Well, maybe that's why she's so rich. She can afford it. That collection. Let's just clean this house up, Miss Croft. We'll take care of this right nice. Millennials in this day and age, it's just like, people willingly sign up for the military. I mean, I don't think doing clean work for, hired assassins, that'd be too bad. I'm this hired assassin's gardener. I make $100,000 a month. I keep my mouth shut, and my student loans are paid. What about you guys? Well, I'm a manager of a Hardee's. Oh, sorry. What do you do? I work at said Hardee's. Oh, cosplay's fun, isn't it? You walk into very awkward conversations very quickly. Sometimes at cons. Sometimes you walk into some of the funniest stuff you've ever seen, but you can't repeat it. You get a few people in trouble. Didn't realize I got someone in trouble once at a con when I went to the masquerade, and didn't realize he was supposed to do. The DJ for the event got caught Friday night at the con nailing a con attendee on the parking garage that was attached to the back of the con center, which was just like a hotel convention center combination. Wasn't very big. It was like 3 stories tall. It was like this airport hotel. It's really kind of close by. Uh, yeah, interesting stuff. Just zoning out. Yeah, it's clean. The bouncing around the story. The secret to cancer is, guys, look, there's some donuts right over here. Ding dong, bing bong, Miss Croft. Yeah, we're gonna need this. And I'm just like, I'm losing potency on this. Or his place is filthy. Gross. Much poop on the walls. hate working at Walmart. I'm gonna go be a streamer. Streams Power Wash Simulator. Story of my life. Did you just Uber Eats donuts? Okay, yes, it is Miss Croft. Cleaning the property. What do you need? Yeah, this is going to be 100% job. I kind of figured that. Oh, basically meaning I'll get a better bonus if I 100% this. Yeah, she does. Yeah, video game women of the 90s were awesome. Like Laura Croft, Samus were always like, yeah, there's GameCube era. Get over it, guys. It existed. We all like that. Chun-Li and Street Fighter. Yeah, that was nice. It was very nice. Samurai Edge, some Soul Calibur, well, late 90s, early 2000s. Resident Evil was always kind of fun. That was kind of some of my guilty pleasures. Um, what was everyone's guilty video game pleasure? You're like, I like this game. That's not very good. I'm like, don't really care. I'm gonna go play for the character development. Yes, yes. Some games are just so bad they're fun. One sec. Let me just fill this spot right here, and I'll take a look at chat. There's still particles on that. I learned early on to just play through with your right stick, as it helps you not have to go hunt down a needle later. I need Boobop 1. Can I jump on you? Oh, no. That's what I need you for. Yep. There's stuff here. First off. That's the closest I can put you there. Oh, so much better. Go get some battery charge. actually, wait, can I jump on you? Yes, I can. I was just going like, that angle kind of sucks. This game's angle is going to be kind of a poopy little angle, isn't it? God, angry video game nerd era was prime nerding. I know I'm biased, but all right. Let's go to something a little bit easier than the house right now. Oh, there is scaffolding. Okay. I'm like, that. Come on. Oh, yeah. We're going to make this look good, Miss Croft. Looking all dolled up. You going to go on a date? Looking for a future husband, maybe? You just stay at home and play video games all day and you be like a hot sugar mama? I'll do Pilates. Oh, I'll do Pilates. God, are any of you even old enough to know about Pilates? Yeah, maybe. Wait, no, I don't. Can guys do Pilates? The yoga. This is just soothingly therapeutic. It really is. It's just like, just it's nice. Just cleaning. Feel like you even have to go in the crevice like right here. Yeah, there's still stuff on this. What did you do over here? Ancient Aztec mud on this does just not want to come out. Time a demon gets loose in our compound, everything gets covered in ash. Like, Jesus, lady. You know the bonus is nice, but I don't know. Think about what you summon next time. Okay. Like that. And a little bit more of this. This is nice. This is very nice. Hello. Hello. How are you, Amanda? Sorry, I seemed a little distracted. Um, we're just gonna clean this right here. We're gonna make this look nice and clean. $20,000 to clean. I'll do this every single day of the week if you want it. I got time to kill. That's some money. If I do well on this, I could get an upgrade pretty early. It's like it already gave me the better stuff here so I can enjoy this if I haven't like beaten the game. So this is kind of a nice approach. I don't know. It could be me just talking out of my butt. That's what I've gathered. These are obviously slightly better weapons, like gear. Okay, so I'm reading Nico's comment, and what was it? TR2? Which one is TR2? Ooh, hopefully you feel better, Amanda. Hopefully you feel better. This ancient evil moss just gets everywhere. Open one temple of doom. Wake up one mummy in the wrong time of the century. It just keeps coming back. I put gasoline on this stuff. It just comes back. I clean it every week. My landscaping budget's atrocious, but it's got to be done. We don't want an ancient unholy Mayan god released either, but you know what? Mr. Croft's got the cash. I'll just shoot him every week. It's kind of fun to watch, though. It's my Friday night most of the time. Yeah. Oh, it's very fun watching. All right. I have a toy in my hand. Oh, Power Washer is. It's just a glorified, controlled super soaker. Yes, it is a tool for work, but you damn well know it's a glorified super soaker. All right. Clear this. And let's clear this. Yeah, that's looking nice. Let's just like a reverse Bob Ross. We're gonna get that little green friend off of this deck. We want it here. We're here this summer, not you, Moss. And let's just clean this up. People, feel free to ask questions, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. It is not fashionable anymore. No, it is not. Miss Croft wanted this off like 6 weeks ago. We just now got the equipment strong enough to get it off. NASA had to 3D print this, I guess. Apparently, I don't know. I'm just handed another 10 grand and told to shut up. Okay, I say this is a general question to everyone in chat who has ever thought Laura Croft was an attractive individual, which is a lot of you, and I know it, so don't lie. Modern day jogger pants on Laura Croft, is that a yes or is that a no? My vote, that's a yes. I think she would pull them off very well. Is it just works? I don't know. Maybe someone else. It's kind of almost kind of like the new cami design in Street Fighter 6. A lot of people are a little entertained with it. It's creative. It doesn't show more or less than she's ever shown. And it's not like her costume has never changed. So we can't be purists and be like, but it's like they're like really, really overhauling a lot of these Street Fighter characters. And I'm like, ooh, you could either be a game of a century or you could be the best. You're going to be the next nerd bomb that's going to go off and people are like, what the hell? Game fans and anime fans, you can't make them happy. You can't make them entertained because no matter what, never quite right. It doesn't excuse everything else, though, the nerd fandom has put out. Some of this mediocre-esque on some things and just phoning it in on some others. You're like, come on. We've seen your production history. We know you have a budget. Don't be a moron. You know it would look cool. Yeah, it's nice. Just gonna clean you up. You're gonna be nice and shiny again. You're gonna make daddy a lot of money. Yep. Clean this off. Yeah. It'll make you look pretty. See, there's animal prints on it. See? I think it's implying that it's a cat, or if it's some magical animal that she has, or doesn't Laura have a cat? I thought she had a cat. Oh, don't! I refuse to watch that show. She has done nothing but garbage. She is hateful and racist as all get out. Like no one. I'm just like, I always wait and see what the reviews say. I know how to weigh a review out, weigh the value of it. You take a general consensus and you see what combination is. And I thought it was going to be very mixed across the board because a lot of people didn't really like the design at all, and I don't think I have yet to see a positive review on Velma yet. Not at all. And they got mad about it. So it's like, well, maybe don't sell a pile of crap knowing it's a pile of crap and not expect you're not going to get some nerd backlash. And I'm not saying it's an excuse to do it. I'm just saying, like, any idiot in this day and age would know that. Like, don't piss off the nerds. They don't like that. They don't like that. They get really mad when you do that. Oh, water. Ah, crap. My spoon fell in. Mystery Inc. was okay. It's just, if you like the original, just go watch the original. There are millions of DVDs and VHSs of it. You can find it at Walmart half the time, or I think you can find it on Amazon. I mean, it's Hanna-Barbera, it's Scooby-Doo. They know it makes money. That's why they keep printing it out every once in a while. The counterfeit just doesn't look right. You're like, this is totally funny money. Every once in a while, you're like, it's a passing counterfeit. Uh, Pup named Scooby-Doo is cute. It's doofy and it's goofy, but it was cute. It's just like seeing them all as little kids was always kind of like 80s cartoon fun. Oh, if you get beef just tender right, the leftovers are even better. Oh, hydration. Hydration is good. All right. Well, I think we have to hop up on scaffolding for this. We're going to come back to it. The first live action where Mr. Bean was the villain, but it was actually Scrappy Doo. Rowan Atkinson. I like that one. The other ones were kind of like, they weren't bad, but they weren't like the best. Yeah, this one's gonna be a bit of a project. And we're not doing too bad. We're 31% done. It's just big. Get this all clean, nice and good. You know what? Saying $20,000 to clean this place isn't unrealistic for how massive it is. How big of a crew you'd need, the gear and the equipment. And people are like, oh, how would you base a reasonable number on that? Um, the guy who owns Papa John's, his yacht is always out in the main harbor in Chicago. One of our friends of the family, knows how much his cleaning routine is because he's like one of the, he knows the captains, put it that way. Um, knows how much it costs a month for them to just clean the yacht, just the yacht. And when it's a massive yacht too, it's the size of a small ship. But you're like, oh, I wonder how much that costs to clean. He's like, oh yeah, it's like $29,000 a month to clean that. And they're out there daily, scrubbing it down, cleaning it, and it's like a system. But if people get money like that for this, someone's got to clean it. If it's not a lot of people, you can pick your prices. Oh yeah, we'll get that nice and clean. We're gonna switch to you. Clean that up. Rub that up. Yeah, that looks good real quick. There you go. You're fully clean now. Clean out this corner. Yeah, let's get this wall looking good. Rub this wall up good. You know she's rich because there's a massive stone wall to the side of the house. You don't get into the house from other sides. It's a massive fenced-in compound too. Let's clear this up. There we go. At least the downstairs is looking pretty good. And we're gonna yeah, this is clean. That's clean roof right there. Gonna be what I would have said if I'd eaten a Snickers. Monster, sponsor me, please. I've got all night. Brad, are you schlepping for the free rewards? Nope. I just want to see if saying Monster sponsor me will get me sponsored. I'd do it for free Monster. I really would. I'd wear Monster merch. I'm size 6XL. I like hoodies. I literally, that's the only caffeine I Monster. I'll shill it. When we go to cons, I'm walking in with a 12 pack and they're like, oh, is that beer? I'm like, nope, Monster. Drink too much caffeine. No, I don't. This is nowhere near what I used to. Oh, some of those spots are a little pain in the butt. We're getting them clean. All right. You know what? And once we start doing this in the evenings, not tonight, but what we'll do is one of the Wednesdays we do this. We'll get some people to play along with us. We can do that. Oh yeah. Once I get it set up, that way we don't have to foobar around with anything. Oh, don't get old. You get tired easier. I still have the spirit of a 10-year-old and the body of a 39-year-old. And I don't even have kids yet. Oh. The silence is because the food is really delicious in my mouth. Really delicious. All right. So we have an hour left that we're going to stream. I've been kind of doing some questions back and forth. Um, we've had some growth. I like it because every time I look over, I'm like, oh, it's a different number. It's kind of fun to look at. We'll have this on here until we hit the 30,000, and then we might take it off, and then like we might put it up for mile markers. Or if chat would like, we can leave it up and see if we grow. Come on, guys. We're gonna be streaming some fun games on here. Oh, we'll have fun with this. A lot of people are saying that they like the 7 Days to Die streams. They like they like how we play it, like how we handle it. We'll do more. We can do more. We can get more people on here. I got a few people on a list that are like, "I'm gonna do this." I'm like, I think we can. We need to figure out when to. All right. Yeah. Works. Yeah. And I don't know how I'm walking on this. All right, accounting for you. And that needs cleaned. All right, we're making progress. We are making progress, people. And I have that. There we go. All right. We're getting this corner all cleaned up. Cleaned up real good. All right. That's clear. That's going to have to be up on the a little higher to get to that. Let's finish this. Oh, I guess I can get up here. Ah, can't get up on it. Clean this up. Good. Oh, nose itches. Ah, why is my nose itching? Gotta get all the angles for this. Oh, automatically brings me out. All right. You. Ah, a lot better. Never mind. And you're almost done. You're gonna look good. Yes, it is. Are you basically telling me to hurry the fuck up? Now what? Try this out. You make it easier. There we go. That taken care of. Stay nice and clean there. Yes, I will stay nice and clean. Eh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that one. That one's... Yeah, I'm not close to reusing this. Better. I'm not doing this on a speedy process. It'll be done correctly. Besides, we cannot rush perfection. Right, Amanda? I don't really see much of a difference with the soap. It seems more like it just mildly diluted it. Let's see. Clean you. Good. Good, 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 good. It would be a good way to do a little talk show thing. Just people on here with us. Play some Power Wash Simulator. And just chat about the subjects. Nothing political. Just be a nerd podcast. Everyone else has them. But we get to watch Power Washer at the same time. See if I can get a few friends on here to chat. Different tactics of how to wash or clean. See if we can get some, I don't know. Maybe I might be able to get some interesting guests on here. We'll find out. I think I know a handful that I might be able to. Yeah, yeah. I think there's a few I'm going to go pester to do this. I'm just like, hey, one idea. Let's do this. Oh, that's just easy. I just didn't know I could stand on top of them. All right, well, now that I know. Oh, this is so weird, especially since I have it locked in this position. There we go. Now you're clean. Blech. Making some progress. We're at 43%. Wish I just had like a blast the sighting off setting. I'm like, yeah, we can run the gun on this one. What's the worst she's gonna do to us? Clean that up. Good. There we go. And all right, sweet. You know what? Actually, sure. I will tell you this: this is an arm workout. I'm pretty much just 3D printing a line just as a joke. That's actually working. A little jarring at this angle. Let me fix this. Yeah, it's a lot better. You just use the dirt sense. You're like, all right, well, I cleared that area, and you just systematically move on. That's the logical way. I mean, no one ever plays this game the logical. I mean, they might. I don't know. I only played the game for 2 days. What do I know? Maybe it's a noob strategy. What do I know? I've only been playing the game for a few days. All right. Anything on you? Clean you. All right. And yeah, there's nothing over there. There is over here. Trying to read through on GDQ speed run. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some of those GDQ speed runs. Oof. Some are fun as all get out. Some are. Oh. Well, that one's gonna get stricken from online. Here we go. Yeah, I get that all nice and clean. Here we go. Yeah, this is looking a hell of a lot better. You can actually tell it's a whale. It does look like a really expensive piece of crap art. Don't tell millionaire that. I probably paid 90 million for that as a tax write-off. Looks like horse crap, but hey, 93 million tax write-off. I'm gonna screw up this good. All right, create more chat. Yeah, I heard about the sun. Yeah, you're just like, here, type in this key command. Oh, my computer shut down. Yeah. Don't mind me responding to a message. There you go. Why is the fish dirty? It lives in the water. Drink water? No, fish fucking is. Why not? I'm gonna have scotch. We're just gonna clean this up good. I'm gonna make you all shiny pretty. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, nice and spritzed off there. Yeah, you look a little dirty, don't you? You had a rough night. You drink some bad liquor. Don't worry, we've all had an ex-wife. I've heard your story. You're good. No judgment here. Within reason. I don't know. Maybe he's a statue because he's an asshole. Who knows? There's so much crap on this. So much crap. Power washer, rocket launch. Sorry, you need to speed this job up. I'm sorry, my cleaning of 6 compounds is not within 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna put a tanker of water out here and soap, and I'm gonna blow it up. What? I'm gonna blow it up. After the dust cloud settles, the place looks like immaculate. Like, how did it happen? I don't know. See you guys. My bill's in the mail. That it does. It does splash damage indeed. Don't drink water. Hydration. Hydration is good. Except neck cricks. Like you like sit and hunch. You're like, shouldn't do that. All right. You know what? I think against the Laura Croft one, I'm getting a little bored of this one. I want to do a fun one. I want to do this one. Donuts are here. Ooh, that sounds good. Manny, bring me in a donut. Let's go back and let's stretch our limbs a little bit. All right. And we're good. Wow, really made this really quiet in here. And take you out. This out. 87% complete. One sec, Maddie. Let me get this all cleaned out. All right, so we can like this, clean like this. Come on, what part am I missing? Engine and front fender. What? What am I missing on this? This is front fender. This part. Ow! There it was. Updates? Awesome. What's up? What kind of donuts are these?
A variety.
Oh, these are Krispy Kremes.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, one sec. Here, can you put this up? Oh, don't get old. My lovely wife brought me a chocolate donut. Jewish women are fun to be married to because you never go dry with pastries. Hence why I put on some weight, but hence why I'm losing weight too. My workout allows me to have some sweets every day, so these are nice. what I want to know. I need to not. I'm okay. I'm okay. I need to not eat donuts and talk at the same time. Ooh. You know what? We're gonna switch. If I can be a bit more entertaining because I'm lagging a little bit. I just got back from an anime convention in the middle of like the winter, so it got covered in snow, soot, salt, and all that crap riding behind trucks. Oh, I've seen anime con vans look like that. I'm like, oh my god. Oh. All right. So quiet. Oh, quiet. You you clean. Yeah, I'll clean that up right there. I'll clean that right up. It just sounds like we're at like a hotel next to an airport. Clean this up. Filthy ass truck. This is a free candy van. You guys know this. This just screams free candy. There we go. It's looking clean now. Back on the door. Clean. We got tire clean. Yeah, you're gonna look good. Yeah, this might be like a chill Wednesday night kind of stream idea. I think this would be a good game. Yeah, this is our van. I know what I said. Not implicating me. I'm just going like, wow. Well, it's not fully windowless. She's got windows. Legally, you have to have windows at the back. Wait, we don't have to pay for them. We already have them. Oh, you're not the Mega Woodle. The Mega Woodle one's this one. Like little. Look at it. It looked like it just little. It's just it's the Lidl gun. All right, we need to go to the monster field one. Clean up under here. Clear this. Yeah. Cleaned out. You. There we go. Pretty much relaxing. It kind of gets that little video game itch taken care of. You're just like, ah, that's nice. All right. You don't really need the ladder in here because you can jump a sizable distance, I found out. Clean you off, yeah. Clean good. Or not, okay. And then, if you're having a hard time figuring out what needs cleaned, you go to your little thing, hubcaps. There we go. Hubcaps and wing mirrors. It's just the mirrors. Okay. Now, gotta stop pushing the wrong button. Convention wasn't too bad. AMK was pretty decent. Yeah, it needs to be. Clean. We weren't very fruitful on autographs, but it was a fun con. I didn't handle autographs very well. Wait a second. Did I not clean that properly? No, I didn't. There we go. I did that job for free. Practicing now, good. What we'll probably do is that I'll get a hold of the appropriate party. We'll probably do this on Wednesday. We'll do a chillax Wednesday night power washer simulator. Or if you guys want to, we can do power washer on Thursdays. Because if we do it on Thursdays, that means we can do the new Final Fantasy one that comes out on Thursday. So we can do that. You guys can vote in chat if you guys want to do this later this week on Thursday. And we will do it with the Final Fantasy DLC. Or we can do it on Wednesdays and then do it the week afterwards with the Final Fantasy DLC. They need some competent staff. They need some competent staff, is all I'm saying. They've got some good staff, but not enough. I think there's going to be a small handful of things that we can clean. One of them is definitely going to be the first boss with the machine gun tail, like the Mech Spider. One Cerberus, which is his motorcycle, and there's a couple other spots they show. The trailer's online, but there's a few things you can go check out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go take a look and see, and we can confirm. So we're going to go to a break screen, and it shows this. All right. All right. We got it back here. We're going to go to... All right, so we got the here with the Lara Croft. All right, I don't know if I put anything up, if it's going to get me in trouble, so I'm going to put this screen up. I'm going to look, and you'll hear my mic, and I'll tell you what it is. So, I'm still here, and let's take a look. All right, Power Wash Simulator, Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's the Spider Mech, and it's covered in moss. No surprise. One is a Mako reactor. Seventh Heaven is the other one that it's showing. So it's showing Seventh Heaven. It's showing a Mako reactor with like Genova's capsule in it. And like that, and then it shows like the main advertisement is Cloud's bike from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. So yeah, this is interesting. There we go. There we go. Now I can show you again. But yeah, no. So let's say Power Wash Simulator nights. We'll do them for 2 hours. We'll make those Thursdays. We'll do this and we'll get that taken care of. So let me mark that down. But do not forget. All right, I got it marked down. I would like to go the full 3 hours tonight, guys, but I have a headache that has been kind of kicking my butt all day today. So I think I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for 20 million subscribers. Not 20 million subscribers. 20 million channel views. Sorry. 20 million channel views. Thank you for, like, it just went up. We're at 29,073. Guys, just keep ticking this up. This is super cool watching. Let's just keep chugging on through. I mean, hell, let's fucking destroy 30,000. Let's destroy 35,000, 40, 50. I think we can do it. I'll play some fun, hard games. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll be entertaining for you guys. But yeah, we'll do more of this Power Wash. It's kind of chill. It's kind of lax. I think I'm probably just going to be doing, once we complete the 30,000 goal, I think I'm going to be dialing back because I do have a few work things I have to take care of. But I think I'm just going to be doing streaming on like Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday on a convention week. And we'll do like 2 to 3 hours a night. I think we can still keep that schedule. But we'll get that taken care of. We'll do some cool stuff. We got Resident Evil 4 coming up soon. We've got, we're finishing up 7 Days to Die, Get to the Mall. We are going to be working on a new 7 Days to Die project after that. We're just kind of ticking the time down to Alpha 21, which will be fun. Um, yeah, one of the fun things we're doing with the new the new 7 Days series we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling survivors in, and the survivors are going to be they'll run around with me for a day or stream, and we'll explore. They'll help me rebuild my stuff. I'll explain to you why when it gets there. We're going to have somewhat of a storyline. I didn't realize we were going to do that, but we're going to have fun with it. And it's going to be fun. And to those who want to do this, um, I'm going to try and pick from a couple trusted sources and check and see how well that works. We've been bit in the ass in the past. And this is nothing against anyone else who would be like, me, 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 me. I'm going to go with personal people that I know. I got about 68 people that I know that are interested, so I think we'll make this interesting. You'll be survivors with me, and we'll go through and we'll play on it. But you do have to have 7 Days to Die where it can play with it. For us to do that, we'll go dick around. We'll survive a horde or build a base, and maybe at the end of the week, maybe they all come back. Maybe they all help me fight off a horde. We'll find out. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll get this checked on out. We'll get some fun ideas for the next couple months. We'll get some fun summer cosplay photo projects too. So anyway, guys, thanks for helping us get here. Thanks for helping us hit 20 million channel views. Thanks for helping us just pick our way like a time clock towards 30,000 subscribers. I never thought we would ever be here. I mean, seriously, I never did. I never thought my channel was going to get above 40, to be honest, when I started this channel. I just like, yeah, it's going to be my account. Just toss my convention videos on here. And it's like, I know like 30, 40 people in the con circuit, they'll watch it. And because it was better selection than what I could put on Facebook. And yeah, we're here. We're having fun with this. This has been an adventure, guys. You have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourself, hydrate, and remember, like always, be like duct tape. Stick to it. Bye-bye.